everybody. Welcome to This Day. It is Saturday, April 3rd, and happy Saturday to you. All right, on our show today, we have Jeff Parker with the Village reopening plans. Now, this is a repeat, and I'm sure you're really going to get a lot of great information out of it because it definitely will talk to you about all of the plans we have starting this coming week. So stick around, we've got that for you for our show today. Now let's go ahead and give you our vaccine information that we normally give you for places in which you can receive the vaccine. You can go to any of the 4 pods, but you do need to register at Othina.com, and the availability will pop up and it'll tell you which location you can go to. Or you could go to Rite Aid, riteaid.com/COVID-19, CVS.com, or 1-800-SHOP CVS, and now El Toro Pharmacy has the vaccine as well. Call them at 949-859-4440. Let's take a look at our weather. It is really pleasant out, and we've been so lucky this week. We have a little bit of fog this morning, but we are going to have some warm temperatures today, 76, 52 tomorrow, sunny again, 77, 52, and then Monday, very nice, 75, 54. And if you're traveling in California this weekend, you may want to take a look at these temperatures. The High Sierras, Big Bear, and Mammoth all are in the 60s, and the overnights are 36, 40, and 33, so I think the snow is probably going away up there. Beaches, Santa Barbara and San Diego, all in the mid-60s, 70s with overnights in the 50s. And then Palm Springs is at a very warm 98, 70. Of course, those are all averages for the weekend between Saturday and Sunday. Our sunrise this morning was at 6:35, and our sunset will be at 7:13. And Patricia, thank you so much for following these cute little ducks around in your yard. We appreciate you sending that in. They always seem to love it here in the village. If you have a photo that you would like to share with us, please email it to Laguna Woods Village TV@gmail.com. Now stick around because we're going to tell you all about the Laguna Woods Village reopening plans with Jeff Parker. Stay tuned.
Today, patients have many options for their care, whether it's their private doctor, in urgent care, retail clinics, nursing advice lines, and even telemedicine. So while patients do have many options for their medical problems today, some conditions, such as heart attack, stroke, and sepsis, truly need immediate care in the emergency department. Every minute does count. We're here ready to help 24/7, 365 days a year at Memorial Care Saddleback Medical Center Emergency Department.
At Freedom Village Assisted Living, we provide loving care and support when your loved one needs it most. We believe in laughing more and caring more. Dining will be an experience, not just a meal. We offer opportunities to create new memories. Your family will feel like they are part of our family as we work toward creating an extraordinary difference in lives worth living. To schedule a tour and complimentary lunch and for more information, please call us at 949-340-8108 or visit our website, freedomvillage.org.
Maxi Comfort from Golden is the most comfortable lift recliner in the world. Its patented technology glides smoothly into a variety of positions not found on most recliners. Everyone loves the programmable auto-drive control. You can lift and recline, watch TV or sleep, and enjoy the feeling of weightlessness in zero gravity. Made by American workers and backed by the industry's best warranties. Feel relaxed in a Maxi Comfort lift recliner. Contact your local Golden retailer today.
Mother's Day is coming, and Diane's Hallmark is just the place to get Mom a gift that shows how much you care. Our women's department has gifts for that special someone, including clothing, jewelry, Vera Bradley, and Bagolini handbags, Crabtree and Evelyn, and many other great gifts for Mom. Don't forget that our religious department carries a great selection of Christian gifts and Bibles as well. Diane's Hallmark is a Gold Crown store. Come in and experience our personalized service. We're located on Alicia Parkway next to Hobby Lobby.
Welcome back. Well, we have Jeff Parker here for a special edition of This Day. Now, we are going to be talking about the village reopening plan. Well, this is very exciting because I know we've been waiting for this for like a whole year, right? And here we are.
It seems like it, and we're making such good strides throughout the state and through the county. The county's now reached the next stage, which is going into the orange tier, which is really great news.
Right, and you know, it seemed like we didn't have to wait that long to get into the orange tier. Was it approximately 2 weeks?
It was just a little over 2 weeks, but it was under the normal 3 because
Right.
they accomplished, part of it was the state and the county accomplishing more vaccinations.
Exactly.
So it was not only the numbers had been falling just like had predicted, and we had already seen them going into the orange tier anyhow.
Right.
But with the acceleration of the vaccines, the state allowed them to move up to the orange, or move down, whichever way you want to look at it, to the orange category a week sooner than what we anticipated originally.
Right, yeah, well, I tell you, California really has done a pretty good job of getting their vaccinations out there. So, well, what does it mean to us here in the village, you know, starting today?
Well, there's a couple things. One, I do want to mention that, hey, we had seen the trend coming, and we had anticipated that next week was when they were going to announce. So we were kind of gearing up staff-wise and you know, getting our operations set up to kind of step up next week and get things going really April 12th. But with this good news and moving up, we met with our recreational staff and our CEO office staff and media communications, Eileen and everything, said, okay, what can we open up next Monday?
Okay.
And so that's what I want to present today, that we're going to do that. We're going to step it up, and we're going to start operating like we're in the orange.
Oh, that's really great. Now, this will begin April 5th, which is Monday?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So good. So we'll start then.
And the reason that is because a lot of the usages that we're going to talk about are reservation-based. So you can start making reservations Friday
Okay.
for Monday's use.
Okay, great. Well, let's talk about some of the things that will be opening.
So as you have up on the PowerPoint, Clubhouse 4, you know, we have a lot of activities there, from ceramics to sewing to the woodworking shop. Again, we'll talk about that in a little bit more detail, but those will start opening up on different days. There's a little scheduling things that we had to accomplish. But starting on Monday, we'll be able to, following those guidelines from the state and the county, certain percentages will be able to open up, like 25% capacity. It's not just fully open up,
Right.
but it allows us to open the doors and get people back in using a reservation system, social distancing, and being able to have a limited capacity.
Okay, and then you've also got some other things, and where are most of those being done?
So some of these are outside, and most of them are outside in all reality, but besides Clubhouse 4, and we're just expanding those activities. We had not been doing these as much, and so we're going to be able to host additional classes and additional programs outside. Some of these ultimately, like the pool locker rooms, are obviously inside, but these activities will probably at some point in time in the near future, probably when we get to the yellow zone, some of them could even transition to indoors.
Oh, okay, so for instance, so personal training and dancing. So personal training would be still an outdoor activity.
Still an outdoor
Okay.
activity where you have a personal trainer involved, but and that type of activity is still outside. But eventually, I think when we get to the next tier, the yellow tier, we could see if there's room, capacity, that some of those activities could go inside.
Okay, all right, perfect. Now, at Clubhouse 4, you said it was going to be sort of a staggered arrangement. So how is that going to work?
So as you can see up here, we have a number of Monday through Friday activities from 9 a.m. to noon, or from 12:30 to 3:30. So these are staggered by basically 3-hour time frames where individuals can make a reservation for using the ceramic studio up at the top there. They can go in the morning or they can go in the afternoon, but we'll keep the reservations open so that we can get as many people in as we can.
Yeah.
Again, it's limited to the capacity of the room there is only 11. So
okay.
that means we can do 22 people that day.
Okay.
So depending on the reservations, how many active people we have in the program, we'll be able to do that. The reason I mentioned before to you the time frame, the April 12th is the first one up there. It seems, well, you said April 5th, Jeff. You said April 5th. The ceramics one is because we are using, with a lot of these programs, we have volunteer supervisors. These are resident supervisors that oversee these programs. And coordinating with the supervisors for the ceramic program, they felt comfortable starting on the 12th and gearing up as opposed to the 5th.
Okay.
Most of the people that are in the ceramics program already know that we're headed that way. So we just want to get this word out to the whole community, which we will following the show, and we'll get that information out there.
Okay, now you said it was based on a reservation system. How is that going to work?
Very similar to how we've been taking reservations for pool usage, swimming usage, or class issue recreation right now. You'll be able to call our recreation department and go online to that activity. But if you need to follow up and need help in getting a reservation, you can't get online to do that, then we'll be able to help you out through the recreation department.
Okay, perfect. And then gyms and fitness centers. Now, currently things are being done outdoors, but you kind of anticipate that to be the same, or will you open up inside as well?
We're going to open up inside. That's our goal, is to, again, limit it to the 25%, but we want to, which is only 7 people inside. We're going to still have the outside because obviously we can have as many as 20 people out there.
Yeah.
So just increasing our total capacity by having people inside and out.
Okay.
We're going to take every advantage of it.
All right, that's great. And then other activities. I think some people are excited that maybe we get the outdoor movies back.
Yeah, I think this is one where we're going to have just a lot of flexibility with regards to what we can do in a sense of additional activities out there. Now, we have a couple of TBDs there, which means we're still working on when that's going to be able to be arranged.
Okay.
So, and where we're going to have those.
Okay.
So if we are, we're looking at, we use Clubhouse 5 for movies. We've talked about using Clubhouse 3, which is under construction, so we aren't going to have that available to us. So we're working on how we can get those scheduled and how we would want to get those out there, but we now have the freedom to do it and with a certain amount of activity level.
Well, I'm sure people will just be thrilled to know that you're actively getting things going, and we're going to start something new again, but old.
Exactly. We want to, as much as we possible can get back to where we were and providing all these different amenities to the community.
Right. No, it's great. It's great. Now, of course, we still have one more tier before we're, mainly in the clear, and that's the yellow tier. So how does that differ from the orange?
It gives you greater capacity. So a number of the situations that we have right now, we're at 25% capacity.
Right.
This will go up to a minimum of 50% capacity and potentially even fully operational, depending on what the activity is and how many people are involved. The modifications with regards to how we operate inside probably won't change much. In other words, you're still going to have to wear a mask, still have to be social distance. So those will be the same. The biggest difference between the yellow tier and the orange tier is, in all reality, the category by which the state and the county is saying you're okay to go to that tier because you've lowered your activity with regards to positive tests. And with the more and more vaccines that are getting out there, including our efforts here at the village to get just about everybody vaccinated, we're seeing that drop pretty dramatically. Now, we're not in the yellow tier yet with regards to our categories, and we talk about that, but we have reached one of them. So we're certainly trending in that direction. It'll be full 3 weeks to get there. And really what it does, besides that being key, you've hit your numbers, it gives you greater capacity. For the village, it's 25% to 50%. That's the big jump. With regards to the community as a whole, going out there outside the gates and stuff like that, it means more and more activities like shopping malls and stuff can be unlimited in their capacity.
Well, and I think I was actually just talking to Supervisor Lisa Bartlett and, of course, our Representative Cotty Petrie-Norris, and their whole belief is that this could be a little bit slower going from this orange to the yellow, primarily because of what you just said, where we've got vaccinations going, our numbers are lower, but it could take just a little bit longer to reach all 3 levels.
And I think that's correct. One, because the threshold's pretty significant to meet. It's pretty low, which it should be. I mean, it's a great goal to keep moving towards, and the county's done a wonderful job of obviously getting vaccines out, and the more we can do that, and the more accessibility is out there with the action to get people vaccinated now, starting today, basically getting everybody that's over 50 eligible to get a vaccine, and then April 16th, I believe it is, 15th or 16th, getting anybody above 16 years of age in that category. One is, can they get the vaccine? But two, the more we get people vaccinated, the more you're going to drive yourself to that herd immunity concept, which just makes it easier for counties to say, okay, we can open things up.
Right, which is great news. Now, of course, with moving from one tier to the next and the excitement and the anticipation of everyone, people are going to be impatient and excited all in one. So what are some things that they should keep in mind? What should be their expectations?
Well, I think the one thing I want to say to everybody is that we're continuing to following the guidance from the state and Orange County. We're not going to jump and do something that we can't do. So as we graduate to the orange tier and then hopefully soon to the yellow tier, just watch for the information. We're still going to come on Monday and Friday as much as possible and talk about, hey, this is what we've accomplished. Here's where we're at. We mentioned a number of things that we have planned and then some TBAs that we still have. So we're in the process now of hiring additional staff. I want to mention that when we went through the whole COVID shutdown and everything, we eliminated about 60 part-time recreational staff that we had at all the clubhouses. So now we got to get those people back, and we'll do that over a period of time. It's not going to, I can't hire 60 people tomorrow. So we've made already the management changes with regards to making sure we can open up these topics that we talked about on Monday, and we'll start we've got our recruitment already started for the additional staff, and we'll build that up over time. And as we get more staff in here and more capabilities, then we can go back and look at all of the activities that we had before, including really having that dialogue with clubs. We got a survey out right now to all the clubs, and hopefully have that information back by the end of the week on, are they going to still want to participate? Are they still looking for the same location? Do they need a smaller space, a bigger space? All of those things we need to address, because we only have a certain amount of capacity, and scheduling and everything like that's going to be. So I don't expect the clubs to come back right away. I think they're going to be more inclined to be participants, especially once we get to that yellow tier in 3 to 4 weeks. But we do want to get some more of our recreational stuff going right now.
Yeah, that's great. And clubs, some of them have been pretty active with Zoom and distancing and meeting and things like that. So they may be more inclined to want to do that, or they might decide, well, I'd rather do the clubhouses like you mentioned, or some sort of outdoor meeting activity. All right, well, one last thing. We've talked about how many of our people here in the community services building are working at an at-home basis. Do you anticipate bringing some of them back as well?
Relative to the community center, probably not at this point in time. We're going to still try to work on that commuting basis as long as it's working well. Obviously, we started the appointment basis with resident services and manor alterations, and that seems to be going well. If it's necessary for us to have more direct interaction, then sure, we'll evaluate that and take that into consideration. But ironically, in a sense, because we were shut down for so long because of COVID, and when I say shut down, I mean in-person shut down. Obviously, we were connecting with people by phone, by internet, texting, all those things, and that seems to have been working really well. So it's kind of like, if we have the flexibility to do both, then we'll continue to do that because it works from a operation point of view to have that flex,
Yes.
as well as long as we're meeting the needs and responsibilities for the community.
Exactly, and I think that's not just us. I mean, that is across the country.
Yeah.
Things are changing the way that we're operating in, so who knows? Silver linings, right?
It could be. It definitely could be.
All right, let's tell them one more time how they will go about and getting some kind of reservation starting next week.
So they can go online to the recreation registration format that we have. And then I did want to mention, though, that we have in the past, with regards to our reservation system, run into some individuals who either don't have a computer or are struggling with that. And that's why we wanted to put the phone number up. They can call our recreation office at 949-597-4273 if they need that assistance. Or they can go on to our registration format that we have for recreation. You can get that online through the website.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for the information. I think everyone's really going to be very excited.
Yeah, I think it's nice to know that we finally kind of reached a place where we were before. When things had finally settled down back in September, October, so, we're kind of in that mode, and then obviously we have the big spike during the winter. I'm hoping that it's just a trend, though, and that we're headed towards the yellow, and then eventually maybe not even in a tier at all.
Exactly.
And that would be nice to have that kind of discussion.
Well, that would be great. Maybe we can all spend July 4th with everyone. We'll see.
Exactly.
All right. Thank you again.
Thank you.
All right. When we return, we will have additional information about Laguna Woods Village. Stay with us.
With 2020 behind us, now is the perfect time to take care of all the things that you might not have been able to. Caliber Collision is just up the street from you, and we offer a lifetime warranty on all body and repair work for as long as you own your vehicle. And we offer free pickup and delivery for all our Laguna Woods customers. On or off the road, safety is very important to us, which is why we are following all COVID-19 guidelines. Caliber Collision, restoring the rhythm of your life.
Jackie, I'm looking at your MRI. Your shoulder seems to be healing nicely.
Well, Dr. Farrell, it feels really good.
That's good.
And I'm sorry. Baby, don't touch that. I don't want you to play with it.
Twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. I'm so glad that your shoulder's feeling better, but how are you doing?
I'm hanging in there.
Schedule a video visit with your doctor and get quality care with no copay. Kaiser Permanente. Thrive.
Welcome back. I'm Kiana Lee. With us today is Dr. Christine Chung of 7-Day Dental. She has great news for seniors. Doctor, why don't you tell us the exciting news? Mom.
We know there are many seniors living with tooth pain. 7-Day Dental is starting a new program called Seniors First. Seniors who are 65 years or older will get initial free exams and x-rays.
That is so nice, doctor. Call your nearest 7-Day Dental to get your 7-Day Dental smile.
Welcome back. Well, our movie for today is called News of the World, and it stars Tom Hanks. And it's about 5 years after the end of the Civil War, Captain Jefferson Kyle Kidd crosses paths with a 10-year-old girl taken by the Kiowa people. So that sounds very interesting. You can watch that today at 3 p.m. with subtitles and then 6 p.m. without subtitles. And that is brought to you by Kaiser Permanente. Wanted to let you know that next week they do have a new drive-through food bank, and you will be able to do that on Wednesday, April 7th from 9 a.m. to 10:30 in the morning, and that'll be in the parking lot of St. Nicholas Catholic Church on El Toro Road right here in Laguna Woods. And that is sponsored by Saddleback Church of Laguna Woods. And if you would like more information about maybe what's included in the packages, you can call them at 949-609-8574. Now, our car club has been very active over the course of the last several months. They do their Zoom meetings. Sometimes they're meeting outside. But a really fun thing that they're going to be doing at the end of April is in honor of a gentleman's birthday, and he's going to be turning 86, I believe. That will be on Sunday, April 25th, and that'll be at 1:45, and you will be able to gather, and they're going to have a car parade. If you would like to participate or want more information, please contact Paul at paulkratzer@yahoo.com. Let's take a look at our weather one last time. It's looking quite nice for the weekend. We are having some sunny skies this weekend with the temperatures in the 70s, 76-52 for today. We have a little bit of fog this morning, but it will cool off and it'll be nice and warm today. Sunday, 77-52, again, low clouds, but then sunshine. And Monday, nice with a 75-54. If you are traveling in California today, the beaches are going to be 65-54. Santa Barbara on average, 70-52. Same with San Diego, 70-54. High Sierras have warmed up quite a bit, 60-36. Big Bear also the same, 69-40. And Mammoth, 60 with an overnight of 33. Palm Springs is a hot 98 with the overnight in the 70s. Very fun out there when it's 70s at night. All right, have a great rest of your weekend. We'll see you again here on Monday at 9 a.m. with Jeff Parker for another update. And if you want to rewatch our program from today, you can always watch it again here at 12:30 and 5 o'clock, or you could go to our YouTube channel, Village Television. Have a great rest of your weekend. We'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye.
I'm Dr. Leif Loberg, and I'd like to welcome you to Loberg Dental Center. We've kept everyone safe in our office and continue to do so. All of our safety measures include enough social distancing, masks, protective gear, and sterilization before and after every patient is seen in our operatory. Here at Loberg Dental Center, we've kept everything safe for your comfort. So call today, don't delay, and schedule your appointment, and we will take great care of you in the safety and comfort of our office.
Are your hearing aids not working as well as you'd like? The person who programs your hearing aids is way more important than how much you spent on them. The good news is that we can help. I'm a retired electronics engineer who will precisely reprogram your hearing aids to your unique hearing loss. If that doesn't give you significantly better hearing, I won't charge you a dime. You have nothing to lose and better hearing to gain. So call Hearing Remedy right now and ask for your personal Better Hearing appointment.